For the past 2 to 3 weeks, I've been moving into this new property and setting up this new studio, and in the same time, we also reached 100,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I'm glad that you guys are finding value in these videos. The plaque is over there. I'm gonna show it to you very shortly. This video is a tour of this new studio. This is where I practice my sets, record my sets, and also record my content. So I'm gonna switch to my phone right now for the tour because I want you guys to see everything where it is, including the camera that I'm using to record right now. So yeah. Okay, starting with the things that you guys don't see when I'm recording these videos. This is a tiny room, by the way. It's 3.5 times 2 meters. I don't know how much that is in feet, but I'm gonna put it here. So starting with the desk, this is a standing desk that I got on Amazon. It goes up and down. Now I'm not gonna do the whole thing because it's gonna take some time, but it's the desk that I use. I can use it while standing if, I wanna be active and stuff, but I can also use it while sitting down. And then on it, I have my favorite speakers in the world. These are the KRK Classic 5. I've been using these for a very, very long time. I think since 2021, if I'm not mistaken. I love them, they're good to me. Then my laptop is this thing here. I think I made a video on it. It's the MacBook Air M4. I don't think I need anything more than this because it does everything that I need to do with it, and it does it so well. And then my audio interface is the Focusrite Scarlett 2 4th Gen. And right here, I have a Stream Deck whenever I'm live streaming and I need to switch angles. And then here I just have an iPad that I use, for, random things. And the camera that I use is the Sony FX30, which is over here. And I use it with the Sigma f1.4 16mm. Well, it's actually 16mm f1.4. This lens gives me an angle that I really like. It's not too tight, not too wide, and it gives you that background blurriness, which I guess looks good. And then I have a C stand here on the left, and it carries my Sony ZV-E10, or if you're American, it's a Sony ZV-E10, and the lens that I have on it is the Sigma 18-50 f1.2. So this is for my top downs. So if I'm shooting something that is big on desk, then I zoom all the way out, and then if it's like small-ish, then I can zoom in and the angle gets tighter. It's really, really useful. And like I said, this is on a C stand that is already carrying the camera. And the light that I use is the Godox SL60W. It's not very useful right now because the curtains are wide open, but it's been serving me since 2022, and I don't think I need anything more than it. And then right here on the right of the desk, I got this boom arm and microphone from Mayono. This is the PD400X. It's a very affordable microphone, but gives you the kind of quality that you would get from like the Shure SM7B or something like that. If you like the quality of the audio that you heard at the beginning of this video, then you might want to get this microphone. It's super, super cool. And then to the right of the desk, I have this drawer thing. This is where I keep random cables that I have and some random things that I couldn't find space for, because again, this is a very tiny space. And then on top of it, I have my NAS. NAS stands for Network Attached Storage. If you don't know what this is, it's basically like Google Drive, but in your home. So everything that I have in here can be accessed by me or anyone that I trust from anywhere in the world, really. And then here I have the battery chargers. Why did I say battery? I'm South African, it's battery. These are the Sony FX30 batteries, and these are the ZV-E10 batteries. And I'm sure you could already tell, but I have some sound panels over here and some over there and behind the light. And then over here, I have this keyboard. I don't know why it's here. It just looked cool and I kept it there. And then to the left of it, I have some of my favorite headphones. So these are consumer headphones. They are the Anker Q30s or 35s. Really cool. Had them for like 4 years now. Is it 4 years? Not sure. And then these are the One Audio Studio Max 1s. I've had them for about 2 weeks now. Probably gonna make a video on them on one of these short form platforms. Not sure yet. And then over here, I have the Rode NTH50s. Had them for a while. They're DJ headphones, just like the Studio Max 1s, but these ones are wireless. So they have a plug that you can use to transmit audio from your controller to the headphones wirelessly with close to zero latency. And these ones are wired. And then over here, these ones are the Audio-Technica M40Xs. These are used for music production mostly, but you can also use them for DJing. They work for that as well. And then top left, these could be my favorite headphones right now. These are the II TMA2s. Just like the Studio Max ones, they're wireless. They also have a plug that you can use to transmit audio from your controller / mixer to your headphones wirelessly. And the latency here is around 9 milliseconds, if I'm not mistaken. It's really, really low. It's higher than these ones, but they both provide latency that can be used for DJing. And then to the left of the headphones, we have Spidey over here. This is a gift that I got from my wife. To a degree, I am a nerd. I like Spider-Man. I like superhero movies. And she got it for me, and since she got it for me, it's been in every studio I've had since then. And then to the left of it, some of these things are here for vibes. For instance, this, it's not something that I use, but it's here. I guess it looks good on camera. It's the Instax Mini 11. I've had it since 2022. I've taken a couple of pictures with it, but it's not something that I use all the time. But it's here for vibes. And then over here, we have this camera wheel. Every time that I take B-roll of stuff on my table, then on my desk, this is something that I use. And then down from here, we got this. We'll come back to this. For now, I want us to focus here, this display thing. Like I said, we reached 100,000 subscribers. It sucks that now I'm reaching 100,000 subscribers, the plaques get smaller, but I'm really happy. And again, I am super grateful for you guys, and I'm glad that you guys are finding value in these videos. So I have 2 of my awards here. This one is from YouTube for having 100,000 subscribers, and this one is from school for being in the top 5 in the music category. All right, it's dope. It's dope. I don't have much to say about this. It's really dope. And then over here on the left, I have 2 of my lenses. In total, I have 4 lenses, and this is the widest lens that I have, widest angle lens that I have. It's the Sony 11mm f1.8. So this is a lens that I use whenever I need a wider angle than the Sigma 16 f1.4. So it gets everything that's behind me and what's on the desk as well. And then to the left of it, we have the Sigma 30mm f1.4. This is another sharp lens that I use whenever I'm taking B-roll. And then down from there, we have the most popular DJ controller ever, really. This is the FLX4 by Pioneer DJ before they changed their name to Alpha Theta. This is a thing of beauty. I've made a lot of videos on it. It's dope. I'll link some of the videos that I made on it if you want to check it out. It's really dope. And I'll leave some of the things in the link down below in case you're in the market for anything that you see in this video. To the right of the controller, we have the DJI Mic 3s. I use them in a lot of my videos. And then behind it, it's the Audio Technica AT2020. This is a mic that I was using a lot whenever I was recording vocals. I don't anymore, but I don't want to sell it. It's, you know, it's not, I wouldn't make any money if I sold it. Like it's very affordable, but the quality is really dope. Actually, here's a track of mine that I released back in 2018 where I used this microphone. And then to the right of it, we have the OpSpot Tail 2. This is a very cool camera. I have a video on it coming. It's so dope. It's powered by AI. It rotates, it pans, it tilts, it zooms. It does so many things really well. A video on it is coming in the next couple of days. And then to the right of it, we got the DJI Action 5 Pro. This is a really dope camera. I've only used it once, but I don't want to sell it because I believe it can be useful for DJing videos. I've only used it when my wife and I went to Mauritius, and it's waterproof, so I could get underwater with it and do some snorkeling, swim with dolphins, all that kind of thing. But I'm gonna keep it because I believe it's very useful. And then under that, we have a controller that I think for the price doesn't have competition. So this is the new Mark Mixstream Pro Go. I've made a video on it. It's a all-in-one DJ controller, so that means that you don't need a laptop. But in addition to that, it has built-in speakers, so you don't necessarily need speakers to use it. But in addition to even that, it has an internal battery, so you can literally switch it on right now. It's not connected to anything, and I don't know why it's taking so long. And it powers on, and you can literally DJ without connecting anything, because it also has some streaming platforms here. So even a USB is not in need for you to DJ on this controller. It's really dope. It's good value for money, and Once it powers on, you can, use Wi-Fi, blah, 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 blah. I'm not gonna use it right now, so I'm just gonna switch it back off. It's a dope controller. I have a video on it. I'll link it down below. Check it out. It's dope. To the left of it, we have this thing here. This is the Native Instrument Z1. I have a video on it. It's a dope piece of gear. It looks like it's a mixer, but it's a complete DJ controller that you can use to DJ without connecting anything else, because it's very modular and some of these buttons can be routed to do anything that you want. But it's very, very nice once you connect it to its sibling, which is over here. This is the X1 by Native Instruments. It's very similar to this, but in a different kind of way. So once you connect them both, then you have a complete controller that does more things than every other controller that, actually, I'm lying, but it does really dope things, right? And then to the left of it, we have the brand new MX2 from Native Instruments. Again, I have a video on this one, I also have a video on the MX2. It's a dope controller. I think this redefines what the term entry-level controller means, because the things that it does and the build quality don't really match entry-level controllers from other companies. So I think this is a really dope comeback for Native Instruments. And then down here, we have this baby. If you don't know what this controller is, I don't know what to tell you, man. This is the Pioneer DJ FLX10. It's a sweet, sweet controller. It's the closest thing that you can buy to CDJs without buying an all-in-one system or buying the CDJs themselves. I've made a lot of videos featuring this controller. It's a thing of beauty. And then coming back to this thing over here. So first of all, this is the III Unit 4s. It's a pair of speakers. They work just like the headphones here. So they have a plug-ish that you can use them wirelessly with very low latency. So you can use them for DJing, you can use them for music production. They're really, really dope. And then under it, we have this flight case. It's dusty, my bad. It houses the best controller that I own. Is it a controller? All-in-one systems controllers? Please let me know in the comments. But this is the XDJ AZ. I've made a video unboxing it. I haven't made a review video or anything because I feel like there's a lot of those on the internet, but I will make a couple of videos featuring it. This thing is really dope. I just don't like how big it is, and as you can tell by this flight case, it's hard to take out and use and then put back, but I still love it. And yeah, that is the studio. It's very tiny, like I said, and I don't want to overcomplicate it by putting too many things. I believe this display unit is very nice, and this fits really, really well. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.